everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. So today let's talk about why Lori Harvey is the perfect example what to do when you do what you do. So Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan are over and I'm so happy. Check out my last Lori Harvey video about her quote-unquote dangerous diet. You know what they say, like when a woman loses a bunch of weight or she cuts off all of her hair or she dyes it some really extreme color, be careful. So now that we hear the news that they've broken up, I'm like, Michael probably pressured that girl to lose all of that weight so she could look more like those skinny white women that he prefers. And we know he prefers them because we've seen him for years in the news and we know what he's about. Now, I had said that I didn't see it for them, and he's not attractive to people like me who can see beyond his beautiful body, because baby, that body is beautiful. But yeah, other than the body, no, his body's everything, but once you get past the body, there's just, it's something about him. It's plenty, and we're going to talk about it today in this video. So it seems to me that Lori saw something that gave her pause, and she did the right thing and got out before she hit the point of no turning back. And if you have done any amount of living, then you know what point I'm talking about. My spidey senses tell me that Michael B. Jordan is a piece of trash behind closed doors, y'all. That's just how I feel. And the fact that Michael wanted to marry Lori and Lori did not want to tie into Michael tells me that she was what was right in that situation, and Michael just didn't measure up. Because if Michael was such a catch, she would have been like so many of these other male-identified desperados out here getting down on their knees, asking men to marry them after paying for their own wedding rings. Like, just embarrassing. That wasn't her approach at all. As a matter of fact, the girl said, no, it's time to go. So that right there tells you Michael's got some stuff with him. Like, young girls and some of y'all seasoned dolls, y'all need to take notes on how this thing goes. When you see signs that a man is not a good pick, do not just stay to save face. You can't be pressured to stay with somebody for fear of embarrassment or public shame, especially like when these are celebrities, but talking in the real world, you can't allow your family to, your shame that you feel you would bring to them or embarrassment to make you stay in a situation that you have no business in. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to be out there thotting and bopping, because you definitely do not jump from relationship to relationship citing I'm just young and playing the field. But don't ever feel pressured to stay with the wrong man when your ancestors are sending you all the signs that you need to get out. Now, let's talk about some clown coonery real quick. Why do people keep calling Michael B. Jordan a quote-unquote good guy? Like, who draped him with the good guy crown? I'm not understanding this, because I don't get good guy from him. And if truth be told, out of like my own personal life, I only know 2 men out of all the men that I know that I would say are good guys. So good guys are not very common. So to just give that title to Michael, who deemed him a good guy? Because I read energy and I don't get anything good from him. He reminds me of the black football jock at the all-white school who laughs when the rich kids clown the black lunch lady, who just so happens to look just like his grandmother that he's only heard about because his black daddy doesn't speak to that side of the family or go to that side of town anymore. Those are the vibes that I get from Michael B. Jordan. And like even more so, a day or so after the announcement of the breakup, Michael B. Jordan is out in public with some random woman. Now, that doesn't mean that he can't go out and have a good time, but it's like the news of your breakup just hit. So if you really were into that girl and she was really the one, this is not how men who want to marry a woman and she rejects his proposal act. This is not how that goes. So it appears to me that Michael wanted Lori for the look and not for who she actually is, and she knew better than to fall for that trap and called it quits. And because it was all like for show, their relationship was for show anyhow, he just called one of his standbys and life goes on. And we see that in how he's moving. Because let's be real, if he was such a wonderful man, what smart woman who has moved smart their entire public adulthood like Lori has, what smart woman would not have been honored to be his wife? Lori girl, you probably dodged a very painful, expensive bullet, so good for you. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up this video, comment down below, and let's get ready to talk about how no penis control has got these rappers out here giving up their lives.